You guys, this is probably about the 20th time I have started this video. I've been up since 4 a.m. It is now 5, okay? I tried to go back to sleep and I could not. And so we're here now. I am being led to share this channel message with you guys around the energy of the Cancer new moon. And I'm going to try to take my time this time. So hopefully you're not in a rush. Hopefully the message will just go ahead and flow. And we're going to allow the Most High God, the Divine Mother and Father, our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides to come into this space to provide us protection, to provide us clarity, and to allow the truth to be spoken in a space without violence. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Most High God. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. So it is Ashe. We are living in a space and time, you guys, where if we pretend that we see the Emperor's clothes, okay, then we are provided some fake type of shielding, even though it really even doesn't provide us safety for us to say that we agree with the shenanigans, right? It doesn't matter. Nobody's safe. I was thinking about the Emperor's New Clothes so heavily as I'm watching all these things. So far, most of these major events in the news I have predicted. And the ones that I didn't see coming, I've predicted their outcome. But I've only felt safe enough to discuss it with my daughter. But there are some things that God is telling me to share today. And one of those things, you guys, is to be as genuine as your heart allows you to be. Okay? Be as genuine as your heart allows you to be. Right now, we have leaders, be them spiritual or political, that are standing on certain platforms and they're speaking for the people. They are setting themselves apart and setting themselves up to be the voice of the people. And not everybody has bad intentions. This is what we have to remember about evil, guys. That most times when we, and I'm talking about us as chosen people, I'm talking about us who choose ourselves to be the people, to be the glue, to be the love, to be the light in a desolate place. That's what I'm talking about, us, all right? We can't be those people who are choosing to be chosen if we also choose to keep our mouths closed all the time. I know for a fact that there's so many of you chosen people out there that do not agree with the person on the pedestal that is representing you as a human being. I know for me, as a black woman, as a person of color, I realize that I'm hearing this whole message that is being, it's like when I go to YouTube, because I talked to my uncle. He lives more in the DMV area. So we had us a good old conversation. I was telling him about my point of view, about how I feel being a black woman and having people go around and say that it's like black versus Latina. And that is absolutely ridiculous, but okay. And my uncle told me, I haven't heard that. I was like, oh, wow, okay. So what platforms are you watching? Which ones are you watching? And he told me, and I said, oh, okay, well, the ones that I'm watching, this seems to be a narrative that is trying to be pounded into our heads. Like, just in case you didn't think it before, let's have you think it now. And I said, you know what? This was a setup. This was a setup. This was a space for us. We were supposed to feel this way. It was about a year ago. I was eavesdropping on my daughter's TikTok. And I was listening, I wasn't watching, I was listening, I was cooking. And I was hearing this trend, like each video she clicked on, it was black girls wore it first, Latinas wore it better. And I'm like, is this for real? Is this a joke? What kind of energy is this coming from? Is this coming from a mean energy? And so she played the videos for me. And I was like, okay, so it's from a mean energy. I don't understand this. And I said, and I told my daughter, I was like, that's stupid, because if you look, if you look at the map, okay, there is no dividing line between Mexico and the America. Okay, so if the Americas are here, Mexico is here, and it's all one land. So do you think we just divided ourselves? Like, the Mexicans here, y'all are gonna be Mexicans, and we're gonna be African Americans? No. Um, a lot of Hispanics, or I don't know if I'm supposed to say Hispanics. Please correct me if you need to, because we live in a time you can't say anything incorrect without getting canceled. You can't say anything without this invisible thing coming for you. And you know what? Oh, well. I am so tired of being silenced. But I can tell you this, that Latina culture and Black culture, I'm going to tell you this. Every time I've been to Florida, which I haven't been in a while, I haven't been in years, but for the times that I did go to Florida, I was in my early 20s, and I found it to be extremely interesting that when I went down there, it was very difficult to find someone who would speak English. And so what did I do? I went back to a more primitive method of trying to find someone to communicate with, and that was looking for someone who seemed to be like me, seemed to be the same type of Black as me. Okay, every person that looked to be Black from America was not did not speak English as their first language, people. That was culture shock for me. That was when I first started to realize why they always ask that question, are you Black, or are you Black with a little bit of Hispanic or a little bit of Latina? Like, I never understood that until then, until I was 21 and in Miami for the first time, okay? So now, fast forward to now. Now, 20 years later, I'm seeing a world, a culture, in America where freedom of speech is just a concept now. You're not allowed to say what you want to say because this invisible force it comes to it comes to cancel you. It comes to cut you off. And really, honestly, we're all already canceled. We're all already cut up because we have these spiritual leaders, or these political leaders, or these, I designate myself to stand up and be the voice of all this group of people on social media. And the voice of ignorance grows, and it becomes louder and louder and louder. And I am just encouraging you, as people with good things to say, people with love in your heart, people with authentic identities, people with a deeper understanding of love. And even though I don't consider myself a Christian, there is a scripture that I remember that has stuck in my heart over the years. Well, there's plenty of them, right? And one that's relevant for this moment, this conversation, is Ephesians 6:12. We're seeing our leaders, we're seeing their devil horns. We're seeing them now. We're seeing the things that they couldn't hide within their soul. It's spilling from them. It's being projectile vomited out in the most, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to say that type of way. Okay, it's time for those of us who see what's going on, recognize that this is really a plan of division, a continued plan of division, and that it's time for us to start to be the voice of reason, okay? This new moon is bringing up the fact that we don't see the emperor's new clothes. We're not pretending to see the emperor's clothes now. We're not pretending that, yes, we see this. No, nobody is doing that anymore. Well, we do have some that are still doing the song and dance, but a lot of us are being honest, and we're saying, no, I don't see the emperor's clothes. All right? I don't see the emperor's clothes. Don't come over here playing with me. I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay? A lot of people do not agree with what's going on right now. The only problem is you're too afraid to speak, too afraid of being canceled. Now, I'm out of my bed out of my bed at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm supposed to be reading my book. If I would have started my book at 5 o'clock, I would have been able to finish it today, which I still might be able to. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this book. But you guys, this is important. This has a lot to do with what happens next. The voice of the people needs to be louder than these people standing on these platforms saying that they're representing you. If you don't agree with someone who is representing you, either it be by politics, race, creed, whatever it may be, whatever opinion that is loud, that's affecting you, that is not the truth that's within your heart, you should speak your truth. It doesn't even matter if only one person hears it, 2 people hear it. You should speak your truth. The chosen people who have love in their heart, messages have been suppressed. People talk about, oh, shadow banning is not right, is not correct. Shadow banning, it does happen. I can tell you the truth. It's happening on my channel. And I really honestly didn't think that it was. I was just like, I'm just a small YouTuber, which I am. But shadow banning is definitely happening on my channel because I got a little curious after posting so many videos with zeros. Shared the video specifically to several different people, my family and friends, told them to click on the video. Don't have to pay any attention, just at least let it play for about 5 or 6 minutes. Hit the like button and let me see what happens. My video stayed at 0. The likes stayed at 0. I said, oh, okay. So this, even if somebody is watching your videos, you might have people watching your videos, but the algorithm, the platform, the algorithm, whatever it is still going to tell you 0 so that you feel like you stop talking, so that you feel like nobody's listening anyway. So why should I continue to talk? I'm telling you, even if you only have 0 views, continue to talk. I can guarantee you that 0 is not real. Somebody heard your voice. Somebody heard what you had to say. Keep talking. If you're coming from a space of love, keep talking. If you're not coming from a space of love, be quiet. Self-reflect. Ground yourself. Come back to the basic vibration of love. Try to find it. If you can't find it, then you need to be quiet. Usually anger is a sign to be quiet. Anger is a red stop sign that is telling you to be quiet. Be quiet. Get your message straight first. Anger doesn't allow for clarity. Okay, anger is nothing but the raw, pure emotion. Anger is a car with a brick on the pedal, blazing down a highway with nobody at the wheel. Okay, that's what anger is. When you learn how to put those reins on your anger, then you learn how to allow anger to be a powerful tool that helps to navigate situation, helps to overcome certain energy. This is something that we have to understand intellectually as a group, a divine group of chosen people who are trying to make a better world, okay? A lot of times I see how much is going on, and people are getting so frustrated. People are becoming to feel so scared now. I know that a lot of people are scared because I can feel it vibrationally. I can feel other cultures not wanting to speak to one another. I can feel how we're trying to be taken back to the 1920s, okay? To the 1920s. I feel that. But what we have to remember is we are the same people. Guys, we are the same people because we can procreate together. Like, hello. A blue jay can't make a baby with a cardinal. They're both birds, but they can't make a baby. Hello. That ought to be one of the main things that lets us know that we're in a stupid war. A stupid war that is based on the color of skin. Well, at least that's what we're being told. We're just pawns on a chessboard while the king, queen, rook, and all the others play games with our lives because they want to play war. And it's not right. It's not fair. The less we participate in these shenanigans and foolery as a people, the better off we will be as a whole. How do we not participate? The second we don't participate, I bet you we'll start seeing things. We'll start seeing types of action because we're already seeing them, guys. Paul will be knocking at your door. Paul will be knocking at your door, okay? And it's sad. We're stepping into a space now where if you're not willing to die, you're going to be taken. You're going to be trampled over anyway. You're going to be taken advantage of. If you haven't found that speaking your truth, saying what is mattering to you, what truly matters to you, what's important to you, what people are important to you. I mean, golly, I am a person of color. I am a woman of color. But black people are not the only important people to me. I know plenty of black people that I could walk right past and never speak to ever again in my life. It's not based on race. It's based on vibration. A lot of people are walking around thinking that you don't like them based on the color of their skin, when really, honestly, you don't like them because they're just ridiculously difficult to like, okay? Guys, one of the other messages that I was hearing, I'm going to start a new video because I think what I'm going to need to do is just write this down, or maybe I'll just post it raw. Maybe I'll just post it like this, guys. This is part of the new moon energy. People are waking up. We're not pretending to see the emperor's clothes anymore. I will be back later to do a reading with cards, but this is right now a channeled message because I wasn't able to sleep. All right. I kept putting this in my mind, okay? So we'll start here, and then I need to hear from you guys. How are you guys feeling? Because the people who have something to say, it seems like you guys silence yourselves. But the people, and this isn't all, but I do notice a lot of weird comments that don't make sense on YouTube under other people's videos, and some of mine it has been as well, not on this channel, but another one. And I think that it's time. It's time for the chosen ones to start using your voice. Please start using your voice. Start letting your brothers and sisters know that you're out here, that you feel what they're feeling, and that you want to contribute to the increase of love, increasing the vibration of love, unity, togetherness in spaces where it's needed. All right. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to come back with the love section. Okay. The love section. All right, you guys. Bye.